Jesus begins his work of restoration. He comes among the people as a beacon of hope. People that have been afflicted by so many problems, sicknesses, deaths in their families, people that are hungry and thirsty. Jesus appears on the scene and begins to give them a reason to believe, a reason to live again, a reason to believe in God. He is a beacon of hope indeed. That's why we are told in today's gospel that the people that lived in darkness, because Jesus has arrived, have now seen the great light. The people of the territories of Zebulun and Naphtali, those coming from Gentile territories who lived in darkness, who lived in the deprivation of the knowledge of God, Jesus has appeared to them and has become a beacon of hope. They have a reason to believe in God. They have a reason to live again, because Jesus comes and gives them that reason. He is indeed a beacon of hope. As he heals the people, as he restores the people from bad health to good health, from sickness to health, as he casts out demons from the people, Jesus is indeed restoring humanity. When you are lost in the bush, you find yourself in the middle of nowhere. Those of you that have been to the village and to places where there are thick bushes, imagine you get lost in the middle of nowhere. Now those small places they call, or small habitants, so to say, they call pamitanda. You know, pamitanda is a like someone goes to build a thatched house or a small hut in the middle of nowhere. Like, it's not a village as such. It is just in the middle of nowhere. So when you get lost in the bush like that, and you have no hope of getting back home, like you can even cry if you want. There is no hope that you're going to find your way back home. You can do whatever you want. There is no hope. Now you begin to look at yourself. How am I going to survive? Where do I get food? Where do I get this? You are completely lost. And then all of a sudden, you see smoke, pamitanda. Usually that is what you're going to see. Some smoke going up. And then you realize, pamitanda, there should be a human being living there. Whatever that human being is doing in the middle of nowhere, that is not my business. But that person must at least know the way back to the village. So you follow what? You follow the smoke. Follow the smoke until you get to that place. Usually you just find maybe just a hut or two huts there. And then there's this guy or this woman living there, and yes, what can we do for you? No, I've lost my way. I've been in the bush for 2 days. I can't find my way. Hey, then after you explain yourself, then the person leads you to the place where you have to be. So Jesus can be viewed as that smoke coming out of that small place, that pamitanda. And the person that is lost is you and me. When we get involved in activities of the world, we lose the way. We don't know how to get back home anymore. We need somebody to lead us back home. Maybe you find yourself in some sort of hardship, and you can't see yourself believing in God anymore. You have lost your way. So when Jesus comes into your life, when you are feeling like that, he becomes a beacon of hope. You feel some kind of relief that no matter what, this person must know the way that leads back home. So that gives you a lot of hope. It gives you even energy. Somebody was narrating this a priest who survived. The canoe capsized on the lake, and then he and the others had to swim back to the shore. But you see, these our lakes are so huge that you don't even know whether you are swimming towards the right direction. So he keeps swimming and swimming and swimming, or they keep swimming and swimming and swimming, where you are even seeing some of your colleagues drowning. But you still have a bit of energy for you to swim on. But you don't know whether where you're going is the right direction, because it is all water and thick water, thick water, and it is in the night. There's very little hope of your survival. You don't know, but you keep just swimming just in case the direction you're heading to is the correct one. You just keep. So you keep swimming and swimming for hours and hours, close to 8 hours, just on the lake, swimming and swimming, trying to get to get to the shore. And then all of a sudden, at that point, 7, 6, 7, 8 hours, you are tired. Those are hours we're talking about, not minutes. It is hours, 6, 7 hours, just trying to find a way. So you are tired and you are almost even giving up. Then all of a sudden, he sees a small canoe in the distance. In fact, he doesn't even see a canoe because it is in the night. He sees some kind of light. These people that go fishing in the night, they carry these little lamps. So he sees that light. And then you can imagine how much energy you have all of a sudden, because that becomes your beacon of hope. That became a beacon of hope for him. And he had to swim towards that light. He told himself that light must be a human being. It can't just appear from nowhere. That must be a fisherman. And he swam towards that. And for sure, that was the help that he was looking for. So that light that you see in the distance, in the middle of nowhere, where you are almost giving up, you are drowning, you are tired, you are giving up. All of a sudden, that light that appears is Jesus that comes on the scene in order to give you a reason to gather up your courage again and to live again. And this is exactly what Jesus is doing among the people. Jesus comes into the lives of the people that have been living in darkness, and all of a sudden they see a great light. They have hope that tomorrow is going to be a better day. Many people today are going through things that disturb their faith. Some people have even stopped going to church because it's like wasting time going to church. Maybe they look at themselves as the worst sinners. They've done so many bad things. When they go to church, they feel judged. When they go to work, they feel judged. When they go to any other place, they feel judged. So the only thing for them is to do what? To withdraw from the world, to withdraw from the church, to withdraw from everybody and anything else. And they lock themselves up in their houses or in their rooms. They have lost hope. And actually, when that happens, that is when depression kicks in. And many people are depressed because of all those things. They don't see hope out there. But today's readings, I think, give them hope as much as they give us ourselves hope, to say, it doesn't matter what you have done, where you have been to, it doesn't matter the size of the sins, the color of the sins that you have committed, it doesn't matter. When Jesus comes into your life, all that becomes history, because he comes to drive out all that. The same way that is casting out demons, the same way that is restoring people's health, Jesus comes into your life to drive out that darkness so that you can have the courage to live again. You can have the reason to exist again. We are encouraged today to cling on to this Jesus that comes into our lives every day. The Jesus that we listen to every day. The Jesus that we receive every day. Because this is the only Jesus, this is the only person that is going to give us what we seem to be losing. We pray for ourselves to gather courage and to march towards that beacon of hope, that small light which we see glistening in the distance, to swim towards that light, to walk towards that smoke we see coming from a hut in the middle of nowhere, because that is our beacon of hope. And that is Jesus in our lives.